Following the border crisis on the e-tracking system on Senegalese trucks, various ministries from Gambia and Senegal engaged in a closed-door meeting to address the ongoing issue between the two nations in Massaconco. Prior to the closed-door meeting, General Omar Barry, chairman of Senegal-Gambia, in his opening remarks welcomed the guests from Senegal, including the Minister of Transport, Minister of Commerce, among others. El Malik Jai, Minister of Infrastructure, Land Transport and Aerial, highlighted that the delegates were sent from the Gambia to Senegal to discuss this crisis for the first time, in which a lot of things were discovered, which led to the second meeting, which he hoped would end well.
teewaay bi fii nag am na lu ko jiitu mooy bi ñu yëgee yenn jafe-jafe yi nga xam ne am na ci frontière bi wax dëgg yàlla man ak sama naataangoo ñu ci doon wax lu bare te wax bi yëpp ku ci nekk mooy xool naka lañ koy saafara solution suñu ñaari président nga xam ni mooy son excellence Bassirou Diomaye Diakhar Faye ak his excellency Adama Barrow ñoom tamit wax nañ ci ay yoon ci téléphone loolu nag sant yàlla la parce que am na dëkk yoo xam ne xëy na bu problème amee communication sax mën na ñàkk mais li am solo mooy sama naataango bi ñu waxtaanee ku ci nekk ci ñun li ñu njëkk a wax mooy nañu fexe ba dalal suñu ay nit ñu dal may ñu waxtaan.
He further expressed how hopeful that this issue will go back to normal to the point that they will all be able to engage in other relevant issues, adding that the Gambia and Senegal are both one country with the same people. Minister of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, Honorable Ibrahim Silla, expressed how hopeful he is that before the end of the meeting, a lot of issues will be settled, adding both countries are one and nothing to come between them.
Inshallah, tey balaa ñu jeexal fii foog naa problème yu bari di leen saafara ñun de wax naa suma collègues ak suma délégation bi ne diggante Gambie ak Sénégal nothing can come between us and we should démba def naa benn interview ci one of the biggest radios in the Gambia ma ne leen ñun ak di nouveau gouvernement bi nekk Sénégal suñ préoccupation bi mooy ñu toog waxtaan and escalate and accelerate the integration of the two countries.
He further marked the day as a historic one between the two countries, which will lead to a real integration as Gambia is fully committed to settling this border crisis between the two countries.
And important sector ministries talk, waxtaan of our problems nekk ci région bi ci diggante Gambie ak Sénégal. So Minister of Transport from Senegal wax na lépp Gambie ak Sénégal ñooy benn ñun Gambie fii wala Sénégal I don't think ne am na kenn ku nekk ci ñaar réew mi nga amut mbokk on the other side of the border ñun ñooy benn en tam loolu moo tax ñaari chef d'état bi ñaari président yi waxtaan leen ba pare juboo leen ak ñu jël leen instruction ne ñun toog waxtaan pour jeexal problème bi nekk ci frontière.
Minister of Industry and Commerce mentioned how a month ago they met in Sali where there was an agreement between Senegal and Gambia in terms of trade, business, industry, adding how both countries can engage in industrial zones to work on.
dem nañu ba sax naka la ñuy fexe ba ñaari réew yi bokk ay industrial zone di ci liggéey naka la ñuy def ba def ay exchange ci wàllu trade naka la ñuy def ba wàññi les barrières to trade loolu ñu ngi ko signé matul sax weer kon loolu mooy wane rek ñaar réew yi benn réew mënut a dem bàyyi moromam loolu moo waral bi ñu ñëwee tey dañu ne lépp loo xam ne moo nekk diggante bi war nañ ko mën a waxtaanee fii.
Mr. Joe further stated that Gambia and Senegal cannot go without order. Hence, the discussions is meant to go back to normal so that they can concentrate on important issues such as children, transport, industry, as well as job opportunities in order to deter the youth from taking the back way to Europe. Babukar Ojo, Minister of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment, mentioned that tensions at the border should be settled today, and it is not just affecting truck drivers at the border but others as well.
The impact of the decisions made here will include a reduction of poverty for many Senegalese and Gambians. It will be or lead to the creation of wealth for many of us, but it will also create hope for people who are hopeless and have started taking very dangerous decisions, including committing suicide to create wealth. So we have made very, very important decisions. Our remit when we were coming, our brief from the two presidents, President Barrow and President Faye, was to come and ensure we remove the barriers to trade at our borders.
At the end of a closed-door meeting between Gambia and Senegalese ministers in Masakonko last night, 5 points have been agreed upon by both sides. On the border tracking system, both sides have agreed that the tracker fees will remain in place as Senegal is soon to deploy its tracking system. Adding, once that is done, both relevant authorities will meet to discuss how to harmonize the fees related to the tracking system. As immediate measures to resolve the tension around the border, the Gambia has agreed to release the 353 trucks that were on both sides, as they will be allowed to cross without paying the tracker fees within the next 24 hours, which started immediately after the meeting. The trucks will carry the tracker with no fees attached, but as soon as the 24 hours elapse, the tracker fees will be back in places. It is also agreed upon that the trucks in transit through Senegal coming from the Gambia to Mali and Guinea-Bissau will only pay escort charges at the point of entry, with other fees considered illegal. Adding, these trucks will insist to be escorted by an officer to the point of exit with no exit fee paid. Furthermore, the list of goods exempted from the tracking will be shared by the GR and their Senegalese counterparts, as it will also show that those goods will not be tracked when being transited through the Gambia. Senegal has extended the duration of the passenger payment from 10 days to 1 month for the border and checkpoint payment at a fee of 5,000 CFA, which was the same as 10 days. Adding, if anyone wishes to extend for another 15 days, can pay for a fee of 10,000 CFA, noting people can transit would not pay the passenger. They further noted that negotiations are on between the two countries for the possible lifting of the passenger in the future, as the Gambia will also charge the lesser passenger for vehicle entering the Gambia for the same value of 5,000 CFA, as they will harmonize all other payments with Senegal. Adding, vehicles on transit can be stopped and checked for security reasons, as those found breaking laws will be subjected to the full force of the law. Moving on, they highlighted that goods from Senegal will not pay any fees at the exit point, which is also reciprocated to the Gambia as well. As for the Dakar Demdik and GTSC bus, they will pay the old tariff of 63,000 TFA instead of a new tariff imposed on them, as the Dakar Demdik will be provided an office at the GTSC office in Banjul, highlighting that has already been implemented. In regards to the Senegambia bridge, any vehicle, be it Senegalese or Gambian, will pay the same tariff, be it Dalasi or Sifa. According for Voice Out Digital, I am Hazali Jada.